All right, we are live. We are just getting started here, and we got about one more minute until we invite the rest of the crew to join us for Would You Believe Me If I Told You Wednesday. So we will start right on the dot. Looks like all the tech is ready this time around, and very excited for this first episode where we are doing officially live, and we will see. Still getting the clock right, of course. And there we go. So now we are live. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m. Pacific, 12:34 p.m. Pacific. And this is Would You Believe Me If I Told You Wednesdays. I am Ryan Harris. I am thrilled to be here with you, and I welcome each and every one of you to those who are watching live and those who catch the video after the fact. And this is Would You Believe Me If I Told You Wednesdays, where each week we do some thought-provoking things, and we see what's possible, all along the lines of abundance. I am a motivational speaker, guest speaker at times, and ultimately a life mastery consultant, transformational life coach, as certified by the Brave Thinking Institute, along with my mentor, Mary Morrissey. So I'm thrilled to be here on Would You Believe Me If I Told You Wednesdays. And again, this week's topic is a little bit of Whoopi. So Whoopi! So we are breaking down one of my favorite clips here, Whoopi Goldberg in Sister Act 2. Those of you who know me very well know that I love the power of music to transform and thrive all of us. And so this one scene of Sister Act 2 fully encompasses why I decided to become a life coach, a life mastery consultant, a guide, a support structure, doing these works, perpetuating positivity everywhere I go, and seeking to help you and all those who I encounter on a daily basis achieve a positive abundance in their life, and time, money, relationships, vocations, their health. So with that, again, the one episode here. So for all of my fellow coaches here, as you're leaning into this, I invite you to see how this might motivate you to rise up in your own coaching. This one is almost should be labeled my hype video of every session. This might very well be my warm-up session for any client calls, any client interactions, and then just me waking up in the morning. So I want to unpack this scene and why, for those of you who are looking for, why does this matter to me? This video, as you're looking into it, you might feel stuck in your current results that you're getting. You might feel there's some blocks, or you're not getting the right jobs you're wanting. You're not getting the right finances. Your health results don't look the way you want them to, or just even your attitude, or you might simply be content and satisfied with your current life. Be grateful for it. However, and you feel that there is a higher calling, a higher purpose, and you're looking for something better. So in this, there's maybe a third group of people that this one single scene perfectly epitomizes, I believe, everything that we all hope for in touching people's lives, or even having our lives touched. And so you might be one who's pursuing a passion. You're giving everything. You're trying desperately to make that innovation work. You're trying desperately to make those health goals. You're trying desperately to save that relationship. And you're desperately struggling to get past the struggle. And so this, despite your great efforts, great energy, perhaps great talent, dormant talent, as we'll see in some of the scenes, you've had a difficult time. So this, in Whoopi Goldberg's role, I'll share with you how this scene really impacts me, and I invite you to consider who you might feel in this movie, in this role, or in this scene. And so just a little background about the movie and the scene that we'll show here. The song, actually, I want to give a shout out to TV Streaming World on YouTube. TV Streaming World is the one that I was able to grab this video from, and I believe in fair use of copyrighted materials. Obviously, this is Sister Act, the original movie, where Whoopi Goldberg actually is a New Jersey lounge singer, Atlantic City, I believe, and she is witness to a crime, and she gets put into witness protection. And the witness protection program actually puts her in a convent where she's trying to help out. She's voluntold to help out, do something, and she's trying to find her niche and not ruffle any feathers until the trial can come where she can testify. And so divine intervention, literally and figuratively, comes in, and she gets put in ahead of the choir. And there's a scene before this movie, we're not going to show that here, but there's a scene before this movie where the same exact song, and actually it says Hail Holy Queen, you can search for it here, Hail Holy Queen. It's actually, the song is called Salve Regina. So I'm going to interpret it the way I want to interpret it. It's the Queen Savior. So the Savior of the Queen, and Hail Holy Queen. And so this is one of those scenes where she's just taken over the choir. The older featured singer in this was actually the former choir director who's standing up in the band. So not only does she have to go up against the common hour thinking, the way that we've always done it, the way that we've done certain things, she also has these two everybody's got the power of their voice. They want to give their gift in the choir, and their results, the choir's results, is actually probably repelling people at some point, completely disconnected with the audience, their neighborhood, and the few sparse people that they have in the crowd already in the congregation are probably just checking a box at that point. But then as you look, you see the transformation. You see that just people are coming off the streets. The people in the crowd are having an amazing time. And so again, I'll share this, and I just want to partially unpack this, and then we'll bring it in for a landing after it's over. But this, again, this one scene, it gets me so hyped. I love this, and this is a little bit of gospel too, and that's where I love the different diversity in music. And Dolores, Whoopi Goldberg's character, makes it her own, and in the process, she makes people come alive. The way all of us life consultants, our coaches, all of us seek to help our clients come alive, help find our voice. There's one next to the older former choir director that is the timid one. That's one of the ones where she through having a structure of support, her coach evokes this amazing angelic voice out of it, that she was like, wow, I didn't know I had this much power, and now she does. And then there's the person to her immediate right, it'll be your left, that has a very powerful voice, but does not know how to control that power. And that is another thing where, a coach, a consultant, a life mastery professional, a guide to help you lean into what you're loving out of life can really gain cohesion. And again, this is why I coach. So without further ado, I got a little Whoopi here, and so I'm going to rewind this just a little bit here. Let me play it here and enjoy.
Welcome this Sunday morning, O ye few, but faithful. The choir, I'm told, has elected a new director, Sister Mary Clarence, who will lead them in Hail, Holy Queen.
People are coming in off of the streets, and obviously the people who are people are coming in off the streets. All right, that gets me every time. Gets me every time. Let me just get our thing here. So absolutely, one scene is enough. As you see, people are coming in off the streets. They're having an incredible time in already those who are in the church. And you, that is one of those moments where you can see inspiration happening in the instant, and it is a beautiful thing when you can see that. So I celebrate her success in here, and I see that in many of the clients' lives that I've been blessed to help guide, and so again, the big point about all this stuff is, look, you might you might need to try some unorthodox approaches. What might seem, if you want different things, if you want different results in your life, you have to be willing to try different things. And the previous under the previous direction of the choir, they actually sang the song 2 weeks prior than that in the movie, and sounded a little bit like somebody either strangling or drowning a cat. Not that I know from personal experience, um, but nonetheless, they came together and they did the same song, and they completely transformed their feeling. And as you noticed, some of the there was the mother nun in the audience that was supposed to be overlooking the protection of Dolores, Whoopi Goldberg's character, and also, by them being willing to take an outsider in for the sake of witness protection, she was also having to be the one under, the responsibility of all the other sisters' protection too, and um, and so even in her unorthodox, the biggest one I think is actually the older woman in the choir actually was the former director, and the fact that she was having fun, she was embracing it, and she's like, I love when we're sounding good, and she had to take a little bit of an ego hit because she needed somebody else like Whoopi Goldberg's character to really evoke the gifts that were all of those people's lives, singing voice and creating a harmony. So not just checking a box. I think she'd been there a little bit enough, and she needed a re-energizer, as some of our us coaches do, leaders do. So again, as you're endeavoring upon your greatness, upon what you would absolutely love in this life, I invite you these next 7 days, especially to as we're talking about, would you believe me if I told you Wednesdays? Until next episode, I invite you to take these next 7 days and consider what structures of support that you have. Who are you vibing with to have a leader, a coach, a boss? And what are you doing to make welcome somebody to really take you to that next level? There's that old adage, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So that is great wisdom for all of us of who are we being to attract these types of structures of support in our life. Again, a boss, a coach, a mentor, or even just simply a partner in believing. Could be you parents out there, big brothers, big sisters, aunts, uncles, godfathers, goddaughters, or godmothers, excuse me. And, for those of you who are a coach, a leader, a manager, have people in your care as an employee or direct reports, I invite you to see how you are bringing the best out of your people every single week, and who are you being to create your finest hour so that you can bring the finest hour out of those who are in your care. So without further ado, I thank you so much for joining us for episode 2, and episode 3 will be next Wednesday, 4 p.m. Pacific time. And we will be covering the topic of the power of the mind to heal, because thoughts become things. And the theme of the show is actually medicine is 50% fake. So we will see you next time, and have a wonderful rest of your week.